roll of the red? Now, how's about a roll of white, Margaret?
No. I want the salmon ones. They're my favorite.
Salmon. Well, I don't know. We can get. I don't know whether I got any in here or not. I'll see. Chuck. See if you can throw me that. Toss me that bag of bulbs there, will you?
What bulbs?
Oh, here they are. And don't move. Your metabolism couldn't stand the shock.
Yeah. Well, maybe he's got spring fever. I could very easily succumb myself, you know.
Oh, now, just don't you dare. Not until the garden gets in. Besides that, you're going to teach me the secret of your green thumb.
Yeah, green thumb? I wouldn't say I had a green thumb. Maybe a little dirty by now, but why all this sudden interest in gardening, Sharon?
Well, I'm going to get married and have a garden of my own, and so therefore, I want to have one as pretty as yours and Mother's. Oh, well, thank you very much, dear, but flattery will get you nowhere. You and Jess can just lay out your own garden. Oh, Mother, I wasn't hinting. We want to. Oh, look at the human dynamo, will you?
Yeah, who's that? Oh, brother, I'll fix that. Oh. Hey, Chuck. Hey, Chuck. Hey, Chuck. Company, attention.
Yeah, that was a dirty trick.
Now, well, come on, snap out of it. You're half unconscious. What's the matter with you?
You needed a tonic, and there's a lot to be said for good old-fashioned sulfur and molasses.
Yeah, but it can't be said in mixed company. I needed just a little extra sweet, that's all.
If you get any extra added to what you already have, you'll need a 26-hour day.
All right, now, come on, nix on the monkey business now. Let's get going. You've got a job to do here.
Okay, Mr. Ruggles, just hand me a spade.
Well, all right. There's one back there on the... Well, hello, Jeff. My. Well, where'd you come from,
Yes,
fella?
you're early.
Yeah, well, I said I was going to be here on Saturday, but I didn't say what time, you know. Besides, they no one answered the door, you know.
Oh, hi, Jeff.
Hi, Mrs. Ruggles,
Nice to see you again.
Well, and how is our boy?
I'm sleepy.
Huh?
Spring fever.
Well, you know what you could use are a few vitamin pills, boy.
Oh, now, never mind. I just talked Mom out of that sulfur and molasses stuff.
Well, if you want to get busy and get in the act, you know, grab yourself a spade and come on, go to work.
I'm your boy, Mr. Ruggles.
No, you're not. You're mine. And before you do anything else, you're going to devote a little time to me.
Well, you heard the boss.
Yeah, the boss? Oh, well, not for 3 weeks yet. My goodness, you ain't going to put the ball and chain on for that time yet, are
We
you?
may as well get in practice.
Yeah.
Come on. I've got some things to show you.
Yes, dear.
Yeah.
Yes, darling.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, get him. Yes, dear. Yes, darling. Will he change all that after he's married?
Oh, well, I didn't notice much change in you.
Yeah. Oh, well, now, I don't know, Margaret. Hey, you kids. Hey, what's the matter? What is it? What? Huh?
Now, what's happened?
Yeah, no, I don't care who, just as long as we get the facts. What is it?
We're not speaking.
You're not... Oh, well, then maybe you can speak each one for yourselves, then. What, Donald, have you and Donna been quarreling?
We haven't been. Not with each other, at least.
Oh?
Marge Colby and Pete Wilson, and a lot of others.
Oh, is that so? Well, I thought you liked Marge and Pete.
We did, but they've been getting awful terrible.
Oh, they have, huh? Well, maybe we ought to talk this over and see just what happens here. Now, come on, now sit down and tell me just what have Marge and Pete been doing that's so terrible?
They've been teasing us about being twins.
Oh, so that's it. Well, I think twins just sort of have to expect that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mommy, I know. Except it's getting worse and worse.
Yeah, well, now, is that any reason for you two to be angry with each other?
We're not. We just decided to be strange.
Oh, well, that's a nice, cozy little arrangement. Why?
Because we're tired of being twins. And it's easier not to be if we're not acquainted.
Oh, I see. Well, now you have a point there, yes. So you're tired of being twins, eh?
Yeah, and we're tired of looking alike and being the same age.
Oh, well, changing that might present a little problem. What else?
Well, dressing like and doing everything together all the time, Mommy.
Oh, my darling, is that so distressing?
It's monotonous.
Oh.
Besides, it's a handicap. Yeah, instead of all the kids treating us like we're just two ordinary kids, they treat us like we're just one. You know, a lot of fellows don't want to play with me because I've always got a twin sister tagging along. And a lot of girls don't want to play with me because I got a twin brother tagging along.
Well, my. Well, this has really developed into a problem, hasn't it, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Daddy, and especially on account of our birthday.
Oh, now what has your birthday got to do with it?
We get gifts, that's what. When we have a party, it's for both of us. Yeah, and we get little presents.
I see.
Who can afford 2 big presents for just one little party?
Yeah. Well, you may have a point there.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. From your viewpoint, it is ridiculous, by golly. But the question is, what are we going to do about it?
We're not going to be twins anymore, that's all.
Oh, as simple as that, huh?
Yes, and we're going to sign a contract to make it legal.
A contract? A contract? Oh, well, say, my goodness, you really have gone into details, haven't you? Well, all right, I'll tell you, kids. Now, if you both are dissatisfied with the setup as it is now, maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to go and try, just as you suggest, and see how it works out, huh?
Would you come in and help us make the contract, Dad?
You want me to be your legal counsel, do you?
Yes, Daddy.
Well.
You make it, and we sign it. Just like the ones on your desk at the office.
Mm-hmm.
You know, signed, sealed, and delivered. Donna and Joe Ruggles.
Yeah.
Joe Ruggles.
Joe
Yeah, Donald is too much like Donna. So from now on, my name is Joe.
Not while I'm your mother, it's not.
Yeah, now, wait a minute, Margaret. Now, let's be objective about this thing, you know. If Donald will feel happier about having another name, or if he wants to change it, why, we'll let him try that, too. All right, Joe. Shall we go?
Are you sure you really want to do this, Jeff?
Not particularly. Just want to show you what you're going to have for a husband.
No,
See?
well, don't be too good or I'll expect too much.
Jeff,
Hmm?
what type of girl do you like best?
What type? Oh, I don't know. Like all types of girls, I guess. Your type, and especially your sister Sharon's type.
I know. But if you didn't know, sure, what type would you like best?
Oh, well, I don't know. I think maybe I'd like to have a girl who's a little sophisticated, attractive, smart, well-poised, and certainly a girl who has a little naivety about her.
What?
Boy, couldn't you like somebody a little easier?
Donald Ruggles, what have you done to yourself?
Oh, experimenting.
Experimenting?
Yes, I'm trying to find a new expression that won't be like Donald.
Well, you can stop right now. You have a wide assortment.
Yeah.
Do you like any special ones?
Well, I guess all of them with broad reservations. Fine.
Because I want to keep one on my face all the time.
Well, that's a pretty big order.
I know, but if I hold it there long enough, then maybe it'll stay that way permanently. You like this one?
Well, about as good as any of the rest.
Oh, boy. I guess I won't have to plant anything for a couple of months anyhow. I tell you, this planting deal, Jeff, is really gets you down, you know.
Yeah.
The man, every time... All right, dear, you can take off the mask now. You know, Halloween isn't until October.
It isn't a mask, Father. It is my new expression.
Your new expression, oh?
Yes, one that's not like Donald.
Oh, I see. Well, what do you think Donald will have to say about a thing like that?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, you've got to consider that, too, you know. Tell you right now, any time McDonald, you know, goes and puts on a thing like that, I think that would be terrible. I think you better take it off. But believe me, it was... Oh, no. Oh, great Caesar. Chuck, get a load of this.
Hey, why the lip spinach, huh?
I don't want to look like Donna. Oh, and why not, may I ask? Because you look like me. Now, wait a minute. I've got to figure that out.
Yeah, there's a double meaning here, son.
All right. Now, take that off. Take that off. Now, this is going far enough. All right, now, wipe it all off.
Oh,
And you
God.
take this thing off here, too. Come on, let me have it. How's this stuff on there?
It's on my nose.
Never mind. I'll get it off. There you are.
gosh.
Now, this is ridiculous. Now, let's get down and talk about this thing before it gets entirely out of hand. What do you say?
Now, Chuck, just leave those outside, and tomorrow we'll plant all the rest of them.
What-
We?
What?
Oh, I feel now like I'm going to need a resuscitator squad to even get me out of bed.
Well, then sit down before you fall down. Maybe you can help us reach a decision here.
Decision about what, dear?
Well, about now, we all know that the twins have ceased to want to be twins. Isn't that right? And they signed a contract to that effect?
Oh, well, they are twins, so there's just nothing they can do about it. Unless they resort to plastic surgery.
Donald grows a beard.
Yeah, well, he's been toying with that idea.
You know, I could get Butch haircut and some long pants. Yeah, and I could get a curl cut in all new dresses that aren't like Donald's.
Oh, that's so. Well, this transformation might just prove a little bit expensive.
Have you kids ever stopped to think what clothes cost nowadays?
No, Daddy.
Well, and it's time you found out. Of course, you know all changes in wardrobe must come out of your allowances, each of you.
Oh, no, Daddy.
Right, that's right.
Well, I'm going to change for me some way.
Oh, you are, huh? Well, that's going to take a little time to figure out.
Charles, come over here just a minute, honey. I want to talk to you about this.
Oh, all right. In the meantime, I think you kids better go up and clean up a little bit. Go on now.
Okay. Okay. You stay here, Donald. I'll go first. Okay, go ahead.
Well, why not together?
We're not associating, remember? Oh. I guess I can go now.
You know something?
What?
We're married. If we have children, if they get an idea, I'm going to spank them.
Oh, Jeff, that's not the right attitude. You frustrate them.
Oh, no, I'm going to leave them alone. They'd frustrate me, wouldn't they, Chuck? I like it,
Hello? Who? No, this is Donna. What do you want? No, there's nobody here by that name. You must have the wrong number. Oh, that's all right. Okay. Goodbye. Who was it? Oh, Mr. Mayor, the Cub Scout Master. What did he want? He was calling invitations for all the Cubs to go to the circus tonight, free of charge. Oh, boy, a circus. What did you tell him? I told him he must have the wrong number. What for? Well, because, you see, he asked for Donald, and your name is Joe. Well, that isn't... Yeah, let me get my hands on Joe! I don't care!
More coffee, dear?
No, thank you. No, I've had enough here. Well, what happened to those twins? Now, why aren't they down here?
Well, don't you remember, Father? They're still not associating.
That seems to have slowed them down a bit.
Oh, I see. Well, I don't know.
Here, eat the cereal.
Pass me the milk, please, Joe.
Joe Ruggles.
Huh? What do you want?
Pass your sister the milk.
Just with the milk.
Okay, here.
Go on.
Well, even if you're not associating, I think you might say thank you.
Thank you.
Well, you kids don't look very bright-eyed and bushy-tailed this morning. Why?
You ought to know why.
Well, perhaps I do, and perhaps I don't. Well, how about you telling me? Why?
You made me sleep with Chuck, that's why.
Well, I didn't enjoy it any more than you did.
And Sharon almost kicked me out of bed 3 times.
You mean you almost fell out? Excuse me. Charles, you should never have suggested such an arrangement.
Well, honey, under the circumstances, I think it was the right thing to do. But after all, you know, you can't put 2 strangers in the same bedroom. And after all, they are perfect strangers, you know.
Oh, so that's it.
That's right, yes. You see, if they want to be rugged individualists, well, they've got to put up with all those inconveniences. What are you kids planning on doing today?
Play, I guess.
Play. Oh, I see. Play. Well, that's a nice idea, but you're not associating. You know that now.
Well, I could associate with Chuck, and I could associate with Sharon.
Oh, yes. Well, now, that's a good idea, associating with one another like that, and I think you can start your association, Donald, by going outside with Chuck right away after you get through your breakfast here and helping him clean out the incinerator.
Now, that's what I call a constructive suggestion.
Yeah.
Oh, but Dad. And Donna, you and Sharon can start your associating by doing the dishes and then cleaning out the shelves.
All right. That's not what I had in mind.
Well, I guess that ought to make them change their minds a little bit.
Yes, dear, but it was just a little bit underhanded.
Oh, well, I may be, but I kind of prefer to think, I'd like to call it strategy. Yeah?
Invitation shop.
Nothing doing. That was your own idea.
Well, I helped you all day. And I helped Sharon.
Well, neither one of you strained yourself.
I did. I worked hard.
Oh, well, I think you both helped very much. Now, how are you getting on? How are you getting on with your birthday invitation?
Okay, Mommy, how do you spell birthday?
What age?
Ours. What difference does it make?
Birthday.
Thank you.
Want to get that, Chuck?
Okay, then.
May I invite Tom to my birthday party?
Well, of course.
Can I invite Joe to mine?
Well, I think that's a must.
Shall I invite Jeff to both of them?
Sure, we gotta have Jeff. He brings 12 presents.
For you, Mom. Oh? Special delivery. Well, my.
Here, Donald, you can have yours now. It'll save postage. Okay, here's yours.
Now, look, kids, let me ask you something. Having two birthdays on the same day, birthday parties on the same day, don't you think that's carrying things a little bit too far?
Oh, Daddy, we're not twins anymore. We can't have our birthdays together.
Oh, well, we'll see about that, too.
Oh, Joe, this is wonderful.
Yeah, what's that, from Grandma?
No. You remember last fall when I sent the twins' photos in to the Junior Chamber of Commerce, the twin contest?
No, I don't remember, dear.
Oh, of course you do, dear. The man came right here and took their pictures.
Oh, yes. That was just a publicity stunt, though.
Ah, that's what I thought, too, but it wasn't. They won first place.
Wow.
Yes, and you know what that means? It means a trip to Catalina and all expenses paid.
What?
Oh,
Yes, and just loads and loads of presents.
What, Mommy?
Well, now, let's see. A new bicycles, a new wardrobe, all kinds of toys, and, just lots of other things.
Well, say, that's pretty good.
Why wasn't I born a twin?
See, Catalina. We can ride on the speedboats and the glass-bottom yachts and see the flying fish
And visit the bird farm?
Yeah, and a bus ride around the island, too.
and see the seals. Oh, isn't that cool, Daddy? Double cool.
Yeah. I think it is. It sounds very nice, but I think there is a little bit of a hitch to it.
Gosh, Daddy, you mean you're not going to let us go? Yeah, aren't you, Daddy?
Well, it just wouldn't be fair, would it?
But we won.
Yeah, but that contest was for twins, and you just don't hardly qualify for that now. Isn't that right, Joe?
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, not being twins is sure a moldy idea. We had lots more fun when we could play together. Sure. You know something? What? I don't mind having you tag along. Yeah, it isn't so bad having to wear the same kind of clothes all the time. You know something else? What? I think the kids tease us just because they're jealous. Yeah, because they can't be like us. Like we used to be. Yeah, I wish we didn't sign that old contract. Yeah. Well, you go get it, Donald. No, you get it. Oh, we'll both go together. Okay?
Well,
Hi, Jeff.
hiya,
How
Donna.
are you?
Hello, Joe. How are you today?
Why, how you been all day?
Well, I've been doing things. You miss me?
Sure, we all did.
Good deal. You know, I had a very important deal with a very important professor at UCLA about a very important thing that might affect my very important future.
Boy, that must have been very important.
Mm-hmm, it was. Well, what's the latest? How about guys?
Nothing much.
Same old problem?
Yes,
Yeah,
the same one.
thing.
Yeah, that's tough. Well, I'll tell you, I got a great big fat solution for you.
What?
Why don't you go back to being twins again?
Oh, we want to so badly, but we can't.
What do you mean you can't?
It isn't legal.
How come?
We signed a contract, and you always have to do what the contract says.
You'll always have to do it. That's right. Yeah. Well, it looks to me like you kids are in a pretty tough spot, I'd say.
Yeah, we're stuck with it.
Well,
I guess we'll just have to make the best of it.
yeah, just have to make...
And that means no Catalina for us. And
Oh.
no prizes.
Oh, well, there'll be an answer. Oh, excuse me. Let me answer the phone. Huh? There's an answer somewhere, I know.
Yeah. Hello, Jeff. Yeah, I'll answer it. I'll get it.
Oh, all right.
All right. Hello. Yeah. Oh, hello, Mr. Williams. How are you? Who? What? That contract of Mr. Pappas for the rotary discs. Oh, yes, sure. Yeah, well, I want to tell you something about that contract. I was going to phone you about it. Well, that isn't binding. No, because he didn't use his legal name. No, his legal name is Papadopoulos. Yeah, and he signed it Papa. So, of course, that makes it fictitious. And the company is not liable. Yeah, well, I'll get him the first thing in the morning and come down to the office if we can't straighten it out.
Donna, did you hear that? Yeah. What? We can be twins again.
What was that?
We can be twins again, Jeff.
Hey, how come?
Well, the contract I signed isn't any good.
Oh, it's not legal, huh?
I signed a sick fish's name.
Is sick fish's name?
I signed Joe Ruggles, and my real name is Donald Ruggles. Say, that's right. So we're in the clear, isn't that right, Jeff?
Yes, sir. It looks like you're both right, and I think you both got a good case.
Well, yeah, what have you been doing?
Twins again, Dad.
What? Whoa. What was that you said?
We can be twins again, Daddy.
You can be twins again. You twins again? What do you mean? How do you figure that out?
I signed the sick fish's name, like you said on the telephone.
You signed a fictitious name like I said on that... Oh, you mean you... Oh, well, now, that's a serious deal.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Jeff?
Yes, indeed. It's practically a malfeasance.
What's that mean, Dad?
Well, I don't know. You ask him. He said it. Sit down over here, kids.
We'll discuss that some other time at another meeting, huh? Fellas? Okay. Hey, in the interim, where is Sharon, Mr.
Sharon is out in the kitchen. She's looking for you.
Oh, well, then I better report for KP. They're right out there.
Hi,
Well,
Jeff. We
hi.
missed you at breakfast.
Well, thank you. I missed you, too, and your pancakes.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Margaret, you're just in time because we're on the way to another conference.
Oh, you are?
Yes, our kids, all of a sudden, have done a right-about-face about something. And I would like to know why the right-about-face.
Well, you see, Daddy, we just decided that we want to be twins again.
Oh, you do, huh? Well, I think I know the reason why. So that you can go to Catalina.
Hey, you're not kidding, yeah? Isn't that right?
Well, that's part of it, Daddy. But I want to be a twin anyhow, even if I don't get to go to Catalina. Me too.
Oh, and so you don't want to be called Joe anymore,
Donald is a pretty good name after all.
I think you children have learned a little something about life.
We sure have, Mom.
You have, huh? Oh, well, that's good. Well, now, supposing you tell me, in your own words, just what it is you have learned.
We learned that it isn't nearly as nice being something that you really are as it is being something that you really are.
Well, now, that's pretty good, kids. I don't think I could have said it any better myself. And I want you to remember that all the rest of your life, too, will you?
We will, Daddy.
Oh,
we will.
good. That's good. And now I think you kids had better go back to your original status.
What's that mean, Dad?
Well, that is going back to being something that you really are.
You mean twins?
Twins.
Can we, Daddy?
Yeah.
And it's legal?
It's legal. It's partly legal. We'll fix it and make, Mrs. Ruggles.
Yes, dear.
Whereas the defendants are minors and the constituents are practically impossible, and whereas it is proven that these plaintiffs have nothing to do whatsoever with the various things that happened to it, I do think, and I will say, that this court approves of a disbandment, of an absolution of their contract, and under these conditions, whereas to wit...
E pluribus unum.
Yeah, thank you, dear. E pluribus unum. Is that clear?
Not very, Daddy.
Well, it wasn't clear to me either, but in plain, everyday words, I would say the case was dismissed.
Oh, Daddy.